So in this question, we want to find A, B, and C. The A is angle A. You see that is not given. B is the side B, while C is the angle C. And how do we do that? When you are given a triangle and you are given two sides with the angle in between, that is called included angle. Use cosine rule. And cosine rule, we have B square, which is how we are looking for, the side facing the angle, equal to what? A square plus C square minus 2AC cos what? The angle given, B. So we have B square equal to what? 2.3 square plus 6.7 square minus 2 times 2.3 times 6.7 cos the angle 46.6 degrees. So we have B squared equal to, what is 2.3 squared? That is 2.3 times 2.3. And that will give us what? 2.3 times 2.3.
No, sorry.
2.3 square. 5.29. Then what of 6.7 square? 6.7 square. 44.89 minus, now you now multiply this one. You are going to multiply 2 times 2.3 times 6.7. So what do we have? 30 point what? 82. Then times what is cos 46.6? Cos 46.6. 0.6870 what? Approximately what? 1. So that means cos 46.6 is approximately 0.6871. Now B square will now be equal to, now add 5.29 to 44.89. So add the two together, what do we have? 50 point what? 18 minus, now multiply 30.82 and 0.6871. What do we have? 30.82 times 0.6871. So what do we have? 29 point what? 003, right? Now, if we now subtract, we're going to have B square equal to, that's 50.18 minus 29.003. 21.17, right? So that means B will be equal to square root of 21.17, and that will be equal to what? So we are giving our answer to one decimal place. 4.6. So we have 4.6 centimeters. So as you can see, we have gotten the value of B, which is 4.6 centimeters. Now, if B is 4.6 centimeters, that means you can see it on the board here, 4.6 centimeters. Now, let's see if we can use sine rule. The condition for use sine rule is you must be given either two angles and a side, or you are given two sides and one angle facing one of the side. Actually, the boy that is helping me to do the calculation made a mistake from here. So we're going to clean it and correct it. Okay? So we are cleaning it and do the necessary correction. Now, 30.82 times 0.6871 will give us what? 21.176, right? Now, if you subtract this one from 50.18, what are we going to get? Subtract it from 50.18. That give you 29.01. So now B will be equal to square root of 29.01, and that will be 5 point what? 386. And to one decimal place, we are going to have 5.4 centimeters. Okay? So we have gotten we have gotten a value for B. Now that means we correct what we have here. We correct it. So it's not 4.6. Take note. So 5.4 centimeters. Now that's why when you are doing your calculation, you have to be very careful. You have to be what? Very careful, so that, because any mistake you make in mathematics, we mark it based on step. Any mistake you make from the beginning will affect your final answer. Now we have gotten answer for B. Now, like as I said earlier on, when you are given two sides and included angle, you use cosine rule. But when you are given two angles and a side, you use sine rule. Or when you are given the three side and an angle, or two angles and a side facing one of them, you use sine rule. So we are going to use sine rule. Now the sine rule we are going to use, we want to get the angle for C, this angle C. And to get angle C, what we are going to do is that we say C over sine C is equal to, since we have the complete information on B, that is angle B, that one is given, and we have calculated side B. So we can use side B and angle B with this C over sine C, and that will give us C over sine C equal to B over sine what? B. Now, C, small c is the side facing the angle C. The small c is the first side facing the angle C. So that will be 2.3 over 2.3 centimeter over what? Sine C. We don't know that value. And what is B? But don't use the approximate value. So we are going to use 5.386 over centimeter over what? Sine B. And B is 46.6 degrees. So when you cross multiply, we are going to have 5.386 centimeters times sine what? C equal to what? 2.3 centimeters times sine what? 46.6. So you can see it. You can see it on the board there. So the next thing we are going to do is that we divide both sides by 5.386 centimeters, and from there we are going to have sine C equal to 2.3 centimeters times sine 46.6 degrees over 5.386 centimeters. Centimeter, we count centimeter. So multiply everything up and divide by 5.386. So you are multiplying 2.3 by sine 46.6. You now divide by 5.386. And what will that give us? So divide straight. Sharp, you are too slow. 3 what? No, it's supposed to give you 0 point something. When you multiply this and divide by this, you give us 0 point what? 3102. Approximately 3, right? Are you sure? Are you sure? Now, if you are sure, that means C will now be equal to sine inverse 0.3103, and that will be equal to what? 18. That's 18.07 degrees, right? Now, approximately. So this one is 0.8, right? So from here we can calculate A using sum of angle in a triangle. That means angle A will be equal to 180 minus angle B, 46.6 degrees minus. Now we can approximate this one to 18.1 degree of accuracy. So we have 18.1. The reason is that this one is to one decimal place, so we can approximate this one to one decimal place also. So we have angle A to be equal to 180 minus 46.6 minus 18.1. No, you don't need to say bracket. Just say 180 minus 46.6 minus 18.1. Are you sure? 180 minus 46.6 minus 18.1. $151.5 degrees. So now if you look at it from the beginning, we have don't mind my boy here. He has made another mistake again. Actually, the answer is not 151.5. So you too, you can confirm it using your calculator. It will give us what? 180 minus 46.6 minus 18.1 will give us what? 115 point what? 0.32. That's 0.3 degrees. So you have to be sure we are dealing with one decimal place. So 115.3. So with this, we have our B, small b, to be equal to what? 5.4 centimeters. Then our angle A to be equal to what? 115.3 degrees. And C to be equal to 18.1 degrees. I mean capital C, which represent the angle.